How does a technician deal with talking to a customer? They find a problem with the customer that is not part of the regular service. And like, how do we handle it? It's like a really big issue in our industry. Holistically, a technician wants to come out there, get the work done, take great care of that customer and move on. But it's really uncomfortable for a technician to be in the middle of their route and then get blindsided by a customer, or they find something they need to charge extra for. So let's come up with a simple little role play. I'm going to do an inspection or a service at a customer's house, an interior service, and I find bed bugs. That technician now has to have a really uncomfortable conversation. So they have to walk up to a consumer and say, Mr. Consumer, this is going to cost you a lot of extra money. We found bed bugs. Consumers go crazy. Well, that's part of our service. That's this, that's that, whatever it might be. Or the consumer's like, okay, well, how much is it? Let's make it really easy on them. And so there's a process that I like to use when we train companies that goes something like this. So the bad news, the good news, we can just take care of this for you. So let me show you an example. I walk into a customer, I find bed bugs. Hey, Mr. Customer, I was doing an inspection of your house, or I was completing the service, and I actually found some bed bugs. Mr. Customer, don't worry about it. The good news is that we can actually take care of these while we're here. Unfortunately, it is going to cost a little bit more money, but the good news is I can just make this happen for you. Consumers then have a chance to process it versus react to it, and it helps a tremendous amount. And it takes that level of stress that customer's having about what we're talking about and mitigates it very, very quickly. I would highly recommend that you guys have this discussion coming into season and say, hey, if you find something that needs to be an upsell, or you find something that's not included in the program, let's simply let the customer know. Let's let them know the good news is, and then let's let them know that we can just take care of it or what that resolution is, and not make it any more complicated than that. We don't have to get way into the detail of all the scientific reasons behind it and all the technical nuances to how we're going to treat it. We don't have to do any of that stuff with the customer. Every time we do that, it creates a higher level of stress for that consumer versus taking away the stress and letting them know that you got it, right? Super, super simple.